My name is Jim Davenport. I'm an astronomer in Seattle, and I study stars, mostly stars that are smaller than our sun. I'm trying to understand what they looked like when they were young, where they look like when they're old, where we're going as a star, as a stellar system. And I'm really interested in large data sets that we get from big telescopes, and how do we use computers and algorithms and the things that we use on our phones. How do we use those kinds of techniques to understand the universe?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm trying to know. I'm trying to find out.
What's the biggest mystery you'd like to solve?
I would love to solve the biggest mystery, which is, are we alone? Are we alone in the universe? I don't know if I have the tools to help solve a lot of the other problems that we are facing as a civilization. I mean, right? There are a lot of big problems in the world. There are a lot of big challenges, not just problems. There are a lot of big, positive challenges that are really inspirational and really important. And this is one that I think I can help, push forward. Trying to find aliens, trying to find life in the universe. It's one of the things that when I was 8 years old, and we started by talking about going outside and enjoying the night sky, enjoying the stars, that's one of the things that kept me awake at night, was looking out at my window and looking at the stars and looking at the moon and wanting to travel there and wanting to know if there were other people out there looking back at us. And I don't know if we'll ever find them, or at least not in my lifetime, but it's worth trying. And so I think it's the thing in the last couple of years, as we have faced a lot of challenges, as things have been hard and lonely. It's the kind of thing that has kept me going. It's the kind of work that has kept me wanting to be an astronomer, wanting to study outer space. Not that I'm not interested in solar flares and supernova and the other things that I'm interested in, but having something that brings me together with other people and maybe tries to find out if we're not alone, it's had extra meaning in the last couple of years.
So, why haven't we found any aliens yet?
I think the answer is because we've only barely started looking. Even in the most optimistic scenario, where there's aliens all over the galaxy, like we see in Star Trek or something, we would expect to be very far away. The speed of light is fast, and it is the same speed no matter which way you look, but the stars are just so impossibly far away that even if people were sending us lots of messages and lots of signals, we've only been looking for maybe 100 years, not even in a really serious way. We've only had digital cameras that can record pictures of the sky and turn them into information that we can actually study with computers. We've only had that technology for maybe 50 years. And so we've only barely begun to look. So they may be out there, and they may be trying to send us messages. We just don't know how to read those messages yet. We don't know where they are. So I think it's not for lack of trying, but we have to be patient. And that's hard. That's hard for people. People are not very patient. I'm not very patient.
Yeah.
I want to know the answer right now.
How are you going to find out?
Well, we're going to try to find out if they're there by looking. And so a lot of what I'm here this week to talk about is new ways to use telescopes and computers and big computer algorithms to try to find new ways to look. We have these amazing surveys of the sky, these sort of robotic telescopes that look around the sky every night. We have many of them already running, and we have many more being built that are very powerful. And they're good for all kinds of areas of astronomy. They can discover supernovae, they can discover planets. And one thing they might be able to do is help us look for aliens, look for intelligent life or signs of intelligence. And so trying to harness all of those new technologies, all those new surveys to look for aliens, that's something that I am really excited about, and I think we should do. We're building these things anyways. We're spending lots of money to build telescopes and to send them into outer space, to build them up on mountaintops. So we should use them all. We should try to use every telescope that we build to look for aliens. We can do other stuff. We can, find supernova and do other things too. But we should also look for aliens. I think that's the way forward. I hope that's the way forward.
Yeah.
How do you think we should find them?
I think we should find them by using our technology constantly, every day, having everyone that knows about stuff to help them. And launch something into space, they'll help us. Something.
Mm-hmm. I think you're exactly right. We need everyone to try to look, because I don't think I know the answer. I've been only working on this maybe for 10 years now. I don't know what the answer is, but what I know is that if we all work together, somebody might come up with the answer. People as a group are really creative, and that's the other reason to try to get every single mission and every single spacecraft and every single telescope to think about this a little bit.
Yes.
Is that then someone like you will have that moment, that like inspiration, that idea of like, what if we try this and it might work? Something that I've been trying to tell people is that this might take 1,000 years. It just might take an impossibly long amount of time.
Yeah.
But 1,000 years ago, there were still people here, and there were people building houses and castles and having friends and making music. So we can do things that take 1,000 years. We just need to be patient. And so it's worth starting. It's worth trying to get people like you to think about what are the ideas, what are the messages that we should be looking for.
Yes. If we find them, should we try and meet them?
That is a tricky question. A lot of people will be very worried about meeting them because we don't know what their intentions would be. I would like to believe that they would be good. I would like to believe that if we do find aliens, that they would want to meet us and to learn from us and teach us the things that they know. I would hope that's true. I would be very hesitant to invite them over to my house.
Yeah.
Before we get to know them, just like anyone, But I don't think that they're going to come eat us. I think that's probably not what they would do.
Yeah.
I hope that's true.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you too.
Enjoy the sunshine.
You too.